Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Their own 26-yard line.
Set up. Hey, lock it. 8, read. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, it's James. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down, it's James. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On second and 9, Minshew. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They run it with James. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On 4th down, Minshew. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or 80 weapons.
They'll run on first down. James. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Minshew throwing on third down. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Locke got Gordon open, completes it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Look, squeeze. Hey, wahoo. Ready?
From the gun on third down, Locke escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Go
So
now.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
10-2 stop. Go.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go, bring it up. At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, it's James. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. On 1st down, it's James. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the 1.
Hey!
Banjo.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as score. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing on second and 14. Minshew. And he slings one that's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They'll run on 1st down. James. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
What's screen? 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Wild Bill. He's crashed.
Hey, Sam on. Look at me. Door.
Hey, check 24. Check.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the shot.
Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Locke. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
58, right there. Watch the screen. Pass. At 58.
Hey, Echo.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 58's the mic.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's James. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Jaguars come to the line to start their... They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Minshew. James has got it. Complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Minshew. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Now Minshew on first and 10. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. James. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Minshew sets to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total.
Right there. Silver. And 58 is a must.
Look, squeeze. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Lock. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Hey, man. Watch.
Lock now on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Block now to throw. Being chased out left. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On second and 10, Locke sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
High 7.
On first down, Locke. The quick slant caught. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football, that makes big plays, and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Get him. 58, right on.
Get it.
Clock now on 1st down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Throwing his Lock on third down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, it's James. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, lock it. No gain on this defense, no gain. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. The Jaguars on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's James. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver. 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Third and long.
45,
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing on first down is Locke. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left side. It's caught at the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Go!
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 7 big yards on the carry there to get them within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Watch the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion. The defensive guy.